Previously on Tech Makeover.
Trish,
Yes.
I really need to speak to you. I'm having an overwhelming day right now, and I cannot get into any of my stuff in Outlook. I can't even get an email out.
She can't get into her database. Nothing is available to her.
Got a lot of customers calling. I'm trying to get emails back out to them. Outlook is down totally.
And all I could think is the server's crashing again.
We'll take care of you,
You're gonna
okay?
help me now?
Yes, we'll drop everything and do it right now.
Okay, perfect. I need it now.
Now, with the support of nationally renowned advisor Patricia Hendricks and under the guidance of Joe Woodard, founder of Woodard Institute, the latest and greatest technology will be installed at Marine Specialties.
It's scary, for sure.
Is this going to disrupt my entire company?
Definitely feeling a little nervous.
It's time for a Tech Makeover.
We had a catastrophe last, I think it was September, October, and QuickBooks actually crashed on us. We lost 2 days worth of data in there, which for us is huge because there's 7 people that are inputting all day long. We had to input all this information because we found out that our backup didn't work from 2 days before that. Trish had to go in there and recover it, and she was like, okay, this is it. We have to decide we need to do something now. We can't continue. What if this happens again? It could be worse.
The server's crashing again. Now what am I gonna do? We're right in the middle of this big implementation. I've got to deliver to Michelle tomorrow. So I called on Tyler with Carmichael Consulting. He came in first thing in the morning.
Morning. So Patricia introduced us to Marine Specialties about a year ago when they started having some IT problems. They were having server capacity issues, connectivity issues, and realized that they needed somebody who could help them in modernizing their infrastructure.
Tyler was showing me the other day the tracking of our data usage. And it's so in-depth, it's tracking time wasted by employees. Literally down to the knowledge of who's watching Netflix during a workday time frame and not doing their job.
I cannot wait.
So this is it.
No more Netflix going on. Cut off.
One of the big problems we had when I first introduced you to this client was the server crashing because
Right.
it ran out of, I believe, hard disk space or
Correct.
memory. I
Correct.
don't recall. And so their QuickBooks Enterprise file, which was significant in size,
Right.
had no more room to run on the server. So that was our first challenge
Right.
several years ago that we took care of, and we've been running great since then.
So as you know, one of our strategic decisions early on was to try and start reducing the amount of stuff that's running on the existing server, simply to lighten the load there and to ensure that we increase stability as part of doing that. So we've already migrated their mail server, which is an on-premise exchange system, off to Office 365. There's a reason it's the de facto standard for so many businesses: high reliability, high availability, and a great feature set. If the power goes out here, I have a limited battery backup supply for the server, but once that runs out, we can't get any work done. With something in the cloud, as long as you have a connection to the internet, that's no longer an issue. We're going to be swapping out an aging firewall here that's got weak Wi-Fi and older technology there for something new and more robust. We're going to be leveraging Meraki Technologies. They're owned by Cisco. One of the great things that Meraki does is the management for that device all happens via the cloud. The reason that's important is that device can then tell us if it ever goes offline. In other words, if a router like this goes offline, we're not going to know until the client calls us and tells us there's a problem. So if the device becomes unreachable, it pages our emergency on-call team. We can respond immediately, frequently before the client even realizes there's been an interruption. That lets us get that much further ahead of the problem. The Meraki also gives us the ability to have a redundant backup to cellular. So if the primary cable modem connection goes down, it immediately fails over to a cellular backup. And the second part of our upgrade is going to be adding a high-power wireless access point. This unit that we're replacing has built-in wireless, which at one point was fine, but as we've grown, we have more devices, we have greater need for connectivity, we also need faster, stronger wireless signals.
Fantastic. Okay, you guys, I think we're ready to go. We're going to need to divide and conquer on this to cover all the bases. So since you're the inventory expert, I want you to work with Carrie. Go ahead and get SOS inventory. We've got the system set up, we've got the users defined. I just need you to give her some very baseline training like we talked about. Carl, I need you to go out in the field and work with David. I know he's at a job site right now. He's going to be able to work on that job site with that software. And take that rugged laptop with you that was supplied to us by Cloud Runner.
Cloud Runner provisioned us with some hardware. One of their services is called HAAS, or HAAS, Hardware as a Service. They provisioned this laptop, very, very durable. It can survive sand, it can survive water.
So the apps that we're installing in our tech stack are SOS Inventory,
Okay.
which David may or may not need any access to that, but I'm going to give that to him anyway.
Okay.
Of course, Office 365 will be on his laptop, and Teams.
Hey, I've got something for you. This is really cool. Awesome. It's from Cloud Runner. It's ready to clock your people in and go to work. Feel how heavy that is?
Yes, very heavy, very durable.
Built for construction. It's military grade. You can see it's a detachable keyboard. It comes right off and you use it just like a touchscreen tablet.
Nice.
Take it back to the office. There's a docking station. Just set it on the docking station, charge it back up. Virtually indestructible, dog-proof, you name it.
We had an instance where a dog bit one of the iPads that we had, tore it apart. Our biggest thing is waterproof.
Well, let's find out.
All right, show me. Nice.
You could probably drop this in the lake and it wouldn't ruin it.
That would be great, especially since all my guys are working over the water all the time. I can't tell you how wonderful that's going to be. We've already had some of the iPads drop in the water, and it's a funny thing, the other day someone had their iPad chewed up by a dog, so having these is almost indestructible. And
yeah, all your information's in the cloud. If you lose it, if it gets destroyed, they just give you a brand new one, and it's all set up again just like this one, ready to go. Comes with everything you need. It's already got your software loaded. So
nice.
It's got your SOS inventory. It's got your Microsoft Teams. They will all communicate with each other.
so when I want to order more material, it'll automatically drop it down into it.
Yes.
And so the office will be able to know right away.
It'll track the expense in QuickBooks. It'll pull the material from your inventory. So you'll actually be able to check your inventory back at the warehouse to see if you have a part, save you a trip going there just to find out you didn't.
Right.
So if you see you didn't have it in the warehouse, then you can just order it right here.
SOS Inventory will help maintain all of that. And will maintain the average cost for you, and it'll be by job. So that's going to be critical.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
I'll be able to actually see the average cost per job.
She was very pleasant, and then we had a couple of bumps and logs and
All right, so in the morning when I come in, I usually just log into Outlook, into QuickBooks, and those are the only two places I have. So now I've got to log into a third place? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, you will.
So I've got to
You
have
will.
3 passwords now.
You will have 3 passwords.
I don't like that. Why can't I have 1 password and it just open me into everything?
Well, we'll check into that, but for now it's going to be 3 different areas. You're going to have your calendar, your online, but you're mostly going to be in this system. So if you think about it that way, it's a little bit of a change, but once you switch your routine a little bit when you come in the mornings.
That's a lot of change.
It is a lot of change.
That's a lot of different passwords to have to remember.
I know, it is.
And then you have to change them. How often do you have to change this password? So I'll be logging in, so now I've got to do Outlook, QuickBooks, Save Our Souls, SOS Inventory.
Save our
There's a lot of different stuff there that just is kind of overwhelming to me.
It is. And I can understand that.
And how it looks and what I'm accustomed
It feels
to.
different.
I mean,
It feels different.
Yeah.
Because it's a different platform. But in
I
the
didn't
end,
like the other program when it started.
when it
either,
started,
so-
right? So now technology is moving to the cloud, and you're going to have your wonderful logins. And but I do think in the end, once you get logged in the mornings and you're working in each of the systems, you're going to find the functionality right here so much easier for you, and you'll be able to just breathe a little bit differently. I think that we worked through a lot of the resistance that she felt in the beginning, and anytime there's change, you're going to hold back and fight it.
So Tyler was able to put in hardware with a redundant cellular backup. Even if they lost power, the power supply backup would keep the wireless router running, and they'd just open up their laptops and run off of batteries until the power came back up.
So can we run a test?
Right now?
Yeah, let's do it. Pull the plug.
Okay. Hey Haynes, go ahead and pull the plug. Yeah.
Hopefully there won't be any glitch.
We really needed a victory right now. We needed a milestone in the middle of this project that everybody was going to end the day on a happy note, and we were going to be able to move forward into the next phase of the project.
Hold on. Let me check and see. It went out for a minute.
Our driving purpose at Woodard is to empower you to transform small business. You can learn more about ways to be empowered at woodard.com. Let your journey toward the transformation of your practice and your clients begin today.